Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Paul from New Zealand. Let's see what Paul has to say. Enjoy the interview.
Yes, I can see you now.
How are you?
I'm very well. How are you doing? Good morning.
I'm good, thank you.
Before we start, just tell me where are you from?
I was born in Yemen.
Right. And now you live in New Zealand.
I live in New Zealand, yeah. I have lived here for more than 40 years.
Wow. And what do you do for a living?
I work for a very wealthy New Zealander who lives in Japan, who has lived in Japan for the last years, and I manage his business interests in New Zealand for him.
Oh, amazing. That's interesting. That's cool. Paul, so welcome to William and the Magic Box. I've got here this lovely box full of random fun questions, okay? So what I'm going to do now, I'm gonna play a music just for us to get in the mood, to wake up properly, to start your day. And we can start the game, okay? Let's do it.
Cool.
Paul, ready for the first question?
Yeah, sure.
Right, let's open the magic box. Let's see what's the question for you. So Paul, where do you planning to go for your next holidays?
Oh God, so many places. COVID's ruined everything. Probably I'd really like to go to Rarotonga, which is the Cook Islands. It's stunning. Yeah,
okay.
The beaches are perfect.
Have you been there before?
Yeah. Most New Zealanders have been there. Yeah.
Amazing. Cool. Let's go for another question. Ready? Let's do it. Right, so Paul, do you have any nicknames? Can you share with us?
No, Paulie. My family calls me Paulie. That's about it. No, nothing. I haven't got any rude nicknames.
So since through your life, all the time your family call you Paulie?
Yeah. My family calls me Paulie.
It's fun.
Hey. Cool.
Great. Paul, let's go for another question. Let's do
Yeah.
it. Okay, Paul, let's get another question.
Yeah.
If you could go back in time in one moment in your life, what that would be and why?
Oh wow. Oh my God, that's a really good question. If I could go back in time to one moment in my life, what would it be and why? Wow, that's a big question, man.
Yes, good one.
Okay, I would go back to the time where I lost my temper with my ex.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, I would go back and I would let him go peacefully and retain my dignity and not burn the bridge. Yeah, I would deal with my hurt in a much more mature way, which I can do now, but I didn't know how to do then. And I would have preserved my dignity in the process. That's what I would do. Yeah, because I spent a long time regretting that.
Okay, understand. I think I think it's very interesting when we have those moments in life where we it's very deep, and if you could go back and change and everything, but I think at the end of the day, you just make the best we are right now. You know, I know it's painful, it's very, you know, it's hard, it's deep as well, but I think everything counts at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
One of the most important things I've learned is the fastest way to peace is just to feel what you feel, and you don't have to act on it, just feel it.
Absolutely.
And that's the fastest way to peace. That's
good, thanks for
exactly
sharing that. It's very personal.
Yeah. Thanks for asking.
You see the Matchbox can go very deep. Some questions.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go for another one. Let's do it. Right. Let's go another question, Paul. Oh, there's another deep one. What can make you the saddest? Yeah.
Homelessness, poverty, and refugees, the victims of violence, the people who flee from violence, people who flee from war, who flee from poverty and famine, and it breaks my heart. Absolutely, 100% breaks my heart.
Right.
The saddest thing of all about the world, in my opinion, is the consequences of the belief that many people have that some lives are worth less than others, or that some lives are worth more than others. It has the same effect.
Great. Cool. Thank you very much. Let's go for another question.
Sure.
Let's do it.
Sure.
Right, Paul. Let's get another. By the way, are you enjoying the show so far?
Yeah, I love it. It's
Yeah,
great.
good.
Really
Good.
interesting questions. I mean, it's kind of like waking up early in the morning and then getting hit with these questions. It's like, whoa.
Wow, let me get thing. It's a very good question. If you could send a message away to someone, but you don't need to tell who this person is. So if you just can send a message to someone right now, just send away a message, just this person can understand it. Would you do that?
I love you, to the people who didn't believe that I did.
Great. Wow, that's nice.
Yeah, totally.
Right, Paul, let's do another one. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Right, so the next question is, what's the most romantic thing someone ever done to you?
Two things stand out. One,
Sure.
I was proposed to in a hot air balloon.
Wow.
I know, and it was just like, I cried. And and the second one was, oh my God, so he lives in London now actually. I went out on this date when I was so young with this guy, and we went for this walk on a beach, and we sat there, and we got back to his house, and he sat there and he said, you know, I really believe in eye contact. I really love eye contact, and not enough people make eye contact. So he said, if you don't mind, I'd just like to sit here and look at you. Well, we sat there for 1 hour just looking into each other's eyes, and we never said a word. And we just were just big smiles, like just for 1 whole hour, just looking right into each other's eyes. And we were just smiling our heads off, like, because no one had ever given each of us that much attention before. It was just the coolest thing. You can never forget something like that.
Absolutely. My God, just gave me an idea now.
It actually meant a lot to me, you know? He asked me for permission, and then he just sat there and looked at me.
I think people, they don't look into their eyes, but when they look at it means something. And when they, you know what I mean, when both are looking, as you said, it means something. And wow, that's beautiful. Oh my God, I'm glad this question came up to you. So I just learned something very nice. Cool, let's do another question.
Cool.
Next question. Right, what did you think was the most challenging part of being a kid?
Being really smart and knowing things, and like having really strong intuition about things, and nobody adults don't care because you're a kid. Like having something really important to say, but not getting any attention. Like the adults aren't interested in it because you're a kid.
Yeah. Paul, I'm really enjoying it. Let's have another one. Let's do it.
Yeah, cool.
Paul, what is your favorite weekend activity?
Cuddling. Oh my God, just cuddling with my boyfriend.
Oh, that's sweet. That's cute.
It's going to sleep with him and waking up with him and having him rest his head on my chest and
Very romantic.
it's just the affection. Yeah, totally. Like I mean, we're still quite. We've only just met recently, so we're still in that kind of like, oh my God stage. You know what I mean?
Oh, I love it. Oh, interesting. Very nice. Wow.
Figured out that we would click.
You're saying that I can see the hearts going out of your head, like all the hearts going out.
Yeah, a little bit. I feel a bit pathetic saying all of that, but anyway.
What's not? No, I see it a different way. I think you're just being sweet and just sharing your personal feeling right now. So it's amazing.
Yeah, totally.
So, next question. Let's do it. Next question.
Mm-hmm.
Paul, what makes you laugh a lot? What makes you laugh out loud?
Well, God, just I love authenticity. I love it when people are just being like just just be yourself. Just be completely authentic and say what you think. And even if it sounds outrageous, I mean, have you ever noticed how, people who say something really outrageous, everybody falls about the place laughing, like instantly. They don't even hesitate. There's no filter. It's just, yeah.
I have got another question. Let's do it.
Yes.
Right, so let's do another question. Good one. What has been the lowest point of your life?
The lowest point of my life, 100% certain, was spending years coming to terms with the fact that I didn't realize how much I loved someone until they were gone, and they were never going to come back. And realizing how much you love someone when you can never have them again, when they're never going to be with you again, is the most painful thing in the world.
I believe, absolutely, I'm sure.
At least I know now, because of that, what love really means, and I know how to love in the moment when I have the opportunity now. You understand what I mean? Don't wait. Yeah, don't. And so just like, don't keep any barriers. Just be with that person fully, all of yourself, here now.
Yeah. So, Paul, I'm enjoying so much. I could be with you here for another hour, but I've got 3 questions. Okay?
Sure.
Questions. Let's do it. Right. Let's get another question. Good one. Who's your biggest hero?
It's hard to choose between Mahatma Gandhi and Martin Luther King. Those kind of people, and probably John F. Kennedy, people like that. My biggest hero would probably be, I think, I would very, very hard to choose between Martin Luther King and Mahatma Gandhi.
Okay.
Because, and I'll tell you the reason why. I know exactly why they're my heroes. because courage. It took so much courage for them to do what they did.
Amazing, amazing. Cool. Paul, I've got 2 questions left. Let's
Yeah. Cool.
Next question.
Yeah.
What 3 things do you want to be remembered for?
That I gave more than I took.
Mm-hmm.
That I loved with all of my heart.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgave and was forgiven.
Cool. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Right, let's go for the last question.
The last question.
Last question.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Paul. What bad habits do you wish you could stop? Good one.
Procrastinating.
Explain that to me.
Totally.
Explain that.
Probably worrying, because I mean, it's just like, I've actually woken up to this recently. Like, it is the most pointless thing you can possibly do ever with your life.
I see.
I swear to God, like 99.99% of all of your stress, our stress, comes from worrying about things that haven't happened yet.
That's true. That's true. It's because we have the habit of worrying for the future. You know what I mean? Like over-worrying, overthinking everything.
Yeah.
The habit is good. Paul, it's not the end yet, okay? What am I going to do now? I'm going to give away some words and you just tell me the first thing that comes to your mind, okay?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Let's start with love.
Patience.
Okay. Money.
Useful.
Family.
Love.
Sex.
Sharing.
Okay. Politics.
Division.
Okay. Religion.
Hate.
Fear. No.
Empty was the word that came to my mind. I don't know why.
Okay, good. Yeah. Desire.
Sex.
Friendship.
Awesome.
Regret.
Pain.
Wish.
For some reason, the word heart came. I don't know why.
Okay. Right. So now let's play now. Paul and the magic box, and you can ask me a question. Okay, Paul, you can ask me a question now.
Why are you doing this? Like, what's motivating you with this particular
Project.
What's your purpose? What are you trying to do here? Yeah.
That's actually, you're the second person today who asked me this question, but I had before as well, and I find it very interesting. So, this game I'm doing now, I think it's when I always done before. For example, when I go on holidays with friends, or when I go away with some people that I don't know. Sometimes I go like, we end up having a drink or talking. I go like, oh, what's your best holidays? What's your best memory as a child? Like a random question. And so after, I always kept in my mind about doing something on YouTube. So when this lockdown started, and I said, okay, I want to do something now. It's time now. Let's maybe start. I'm very creative. I want to do something new. So I went for a run. And I was running, and I was like, oh my God, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this kind of game where I can ask anyone worldwide with questions. I can call people, and they can answer. We can have like a chat as we are having now. So that's the whole idea, and it's, for me, it's like I feel so grateful. I can even cry when I see those feedback, because for me something genuine, something nice, because at the end of the day, they're not right or wrong answer. It's just a different point of view. You know what I mean? It's the whole thing.
I tell you what I get, just from my intuition, is that you're a heart person, so you live in your feelings, which is, what you're doing is actually a really good thing, because if the reason why your friend gave you that feedback is because they feel safe with you.
That's what some
They
people
feel
told me.
safe. They feel safe about
Absolutely.
sharing how they actually feel. So if you can provide a place where people can actually do that, it's a really good thing to do. It's a really, really good thing to do because more people need to learn to do it.
But at the end of the day, I'm just connected with people, genuine people, and it's a nice feeling. I really feel really
It's
grateful.
a really
that I
good
can
thing
do
what
that.
you're doing. I really encourage it. I think it's a fantastic idea, and I'm actually really grateful that you invited me to. And you know what? One of the most important things, you know, you asked me about what was difficult about being a child. It's about one of the most important things in life is to be heard. We want to be seen. There's so many people that get up every day in the world and they live their lives and they just go about their daily routines and no one sees them. They're not seen.
Absolutely.
They're there in plain view. You can see them walking down the street, but no one really sees them.
That's very powerful thing that
No one hears them. And so to be seen, to be heard, to be included, to feel understood and all the rest of it, there's such basic needs that we all have. They go those needs go unmet for the vast majority of people.
You don't need even to know that, but if you can give a smile or be yourself, as you talked before, being yourself, just be yourself. You know what I mean? People.
You have really big energy, is what you have. You have really big energy, and it radiates from you. And I think, and I mean, you're one of those guys, William. How you come across to me is, I mean, you're a profoundly good-looking man. I mean, you're.
Oh my God! Don't say that. I'm gonna go loud.
No, you are. But the thing is that what really cements it with you is that you're humble.
I think I just try to live without judging anything, and
that's exactly right, and that's what makes people feel safe.
Oh, thank you very much, Paul. You just made my day now. Now you gave me energy to do another 10-hour show now.
You're most welcome, my friend. Oh, look, it was really good. I'm just super glad to connect with you. Thank you so much, and I'm really
appreciate.
Really humbled that you invited me. Thank you.
No, very full, and you enjoyed the experience. That's what I hope.
Very much.
Just before you go, I'm just gonna ask you to share a positive quote, a positive phrase, something that inspires you in life.
Yes, the quote is from. Can I share two?
Sure, absolutely.
The first one is because I so much believe this to be true.
Just because you said I'm good looking, just because I'm good looking, I can let you say so.
Okay, the first one is according to the way you see yourself, the rest of the world will present itself to you. That was by an Eastern mystic by the name of Sri Chinmoy, and what that basically means is that your opinion of yourself, your view of yourself, is exactly how other people will see you.
That's true.
And in my life experience, that's 100% correct, right? And the second one was by an Arab poet, a guy by the name of Khalil Gibran, who's I think quite famous. Khalil Gibran, he's quoted many quotes, but one of my favorites was, and I might have the wording a little bit wrong here, but I'll give you the meaning. Which is, one cannot savor the beauty of dawn if one has not walked through the path of the night. And basically what that means is when you're going through really, really dark circumstances, just remember that when things come right again, when you experience goodness in your life again, when you experience the opposite of the difficulties that you're experiencing now, when things start going well for you again, you will appreciate those circumstances so much more. And you will appreciate those people so much more that come into your life because you've experienced the opposite.
Absolutely. Cool.
So pain and suffering, they just deepen your appreciation and your gratitude for when you're not experiencing those things.
That's true. That's so true. Paul, I really enjoyed a lot. Thank you very much for sharing this experience with me.
Thank you too.
Enjoy your day. Okay, it was a pleasure to have you with you.
Thank you, William.
Okay, take care.
Okay,
enjoy.
Take care. Bye.
Did you have a nice time? Enjoy the interview? William and the Magic Box. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, William and the Magic Box, And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, just visit our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com. Give a like, share the video, and see you tomorrow with another lovely interview. Bye bye, see you tomorrow. Bye.